Why do we not find a Jew or a Christian trying to imitate the Qur'an? Because they know they would fail.
There have been many people who tried to imitate the Qur'an. You can mimic the Qur'an. I myself have mimicked the Qur'an, and I've made my own chapter of the Qur'an. I can recite it for you right now. قل هو الله الثالوث ملك الملوك إله القدوس اتبع المسيح وأعبدوه. So yes, you can mimic the Qur'an in Arabic, and many people have done it and has proven that the Qur'an is not divine.
What's interesting about this, bro, if you've ever thought about it as well, is that there's no clear verse in the Qur'an to let you know what the criteria for the challenge is, to let you know if you've beat it or if you failed. So when you attempt to do it, the Muslims would just say, that's not it, and then you fail the challenge. But ironically, we actually have people reciting Qur'an before Qur'an even came. The Jews recited Surah Al-Anbiya, ayah 81 through 82. This is the story of Solomon and the flying carpet before Muhammad did. The Christians recited Surah Al-Kahf. You could probably do ayah 9 through 26. It's basically the whole story of the 7 sleepers of Ephesus. They were reciting this before Muhammad as well. We even have heretical groups like the Gnostics reciting Surah An-Nisa, ayah 157. This is the fake crucifixion narrative, the وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُمْ, it was made to appear so. They were reciting this before Muhammad came. Now, what I mean by recite it, not obviously, how Muslims recite it today, but making Qur'an. Now, none of the Abrahamic faiths, the Jews and the Christians, considered these to be authentic stories, to be authentic scriptures. These were akin to bedtime stories that they would tell their children, or just fables. Now, how it ended up in the Qur'an, we do not know. Interestingly enough, Muhammad is referred to as al-udhun, the ear. So maybe that's how it ended up in there. He probably heard these stories and considered them to be wahi. But we have an even bigger issue, because there is an authentic hadith that says that there was no prophet between Jesus, the Muslims refer to him as Isa. There was no prophet between Jesus and Muhammad. So now the question is, if these stories are treated as wahi because they're found in the Qur'an, and prophets get wahi, how were these stories, how were these people, they would have been considered prophets, how did they exist between the time of Jesus and Muhammad if there was no prophet between Jesus and Muhammad?